and action.
My name is Vuyolwethu Dubese, an innovation and M&E consultant, a corporate moderator, as well as the host of ESG for SMEs. Coming to you live from Johannesburg, South Africa, a very warm welcome to the live broadcast of the Future of HR Summit and Awards 2020. Is a virtual world. At times, technical gremlins might creep into the system, whether it be on our network or on yours. So if you do drop on connectivity, we'd like to encourage you to go back to the invitation with the login details and join us again so we can have a powerful Africa tech as well as their communities. I would like to officially resume the program by observing our protocol and welcoming many of you in leadership within the roles that you serve, and a special welcome to the Honorable Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Ms. Nomusa Dube, who will be joining us shortly in the program today. Forms on YouTube, on Facebook, as well as Twitter. A very happy Women's Month. Halala, top women, halala. Now, over the past few months, on the Empower Her conference stages across the country, we have had the incredible opportunity to witness women who have risen above the noise and, of course, have proven that certainly #it can be. In her conference in Cape Town. My name is Vuyolwethu Dubese, and it is my profound pleasure to be your master of ceremonies for today, as we not only celebrate Africa Day, but also the African women who are innovators, who are entrepreneurs, who are job and market creators, as well as African organizations like Standard Bank and Topco Media, who are forging ahead and supporting these African women and entrepreneurs with interventions like the Empower Her series, which is really encouraging us and equipping these entrepreneurs to now move into our first mega trend of financial wellness, sponsored by Old Mutual, and invite John Manyike, the head of financial education at Old Mutual, with an opening address into this mega trend, employing a magnifying glass onto how we can create a pandemic-proof work design that definitely contributes to employee wellness. What we also are going to do now, you are the laser focus that you had as well. So I want you to take us back to, let's say, the first 2 decades of your career. And I think where it all started, as with Western publications, they'll say from the dusty streets of South Africa to Berlin, Germany, where you took on this Olympic gold medal. And of course, where the world got to be introduced to you and you were on this global stage.
Yeah, thanks. Hello, everyone. I like dust more than grass. So, yeah, if I were to talk about...
Very differently. But as we're talking about this digital future, what exactly are we prioritizing when we're talking about financial inclusion? Because when someone is necessarily unbanked, it doesn't mean that they are not financially, a part of this digital inclusion, because we have a lot of players, a lot of fintech players and startups to that point that are coming into the digital economy and saying you don't necessarily need to open a bank account, but you can also still transact and be a part of this. So what are we prioritizing? Do we want to create this balance between the banked and the unbanked, or is there a particular sort of segment that we want to zoom in?
But that's a critical question. It all depends on which window you're looking at this from. So here we've got F&B and Visa. The most critical.
Including this conversation, which could go on for a few hours. I think it's always so interesting to really find out and pull in our delegates to really engage with what our organizations are engaged in. But Taki, towards the end, we're talking about reimagining the workplace. And I think during COVID, for all of these organizations, with the lockdown reinforcements, being employed by our government, getting this right in a matter of days or in a matter of weeks, really invited the shift to the digital way of working and collaborating has really been quite a huge success. I'm going to give each of you 1 minute to close out with this response. But in order to unpack and in order to unlock the true impact of diversity and inclusion, and also to ensure that, we balance this thin line of a homogeneous DEI policy, because we do have a heterogeneous workforce where everyone wants to feel represented and included. What is the big question that we need to ask in order to implement and execute this next level of inclusion in the future of work, as well as the modern
retention conversations that need to be employed. Themed the A Team, using innovative and technology strategies to recruit and retain top talent in a COVID era. This panel discussion consists of HR innovators and development specialists who themselves are running A Teams and are leaders who look forward to hearing from as well as engaging. I am Vuyolwethu Dubese, your moderator for this panel discussion, and I'm joined by Surendra Naidu, the head of human capital and the Chief People Officer at Outsurance. We're also welcomed by Natasha. And I think whenever we're talking about entrepreneurship, whether it's male or female, there's the F word that comes up, and that's funding. Can I have an indication of women who own businesses who are here today and perhaps are always engaging in these conferences or opportunities because you need funding? Just a raise of hands. Yeah. For this category, our finalists are BUI Medical and Technology Suppliers, Know Before, Sendmark, and Take Note IT. For the Security Technology Company Award category, our second runner-up goes to BUI Medical and Technology Suppliers. Our first runner-up is Sendmark, and the winner is Take Note IT. Congratulations to Take Note IT for taking home this award. To accept this award, we now welcome Mamda Letuli, who is the CEO of Take Note IT. Mamda, congratulations on receiving this award.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a privilege and honor for us to be the winners of this category. It's to be recognized on something you're passionate about and that you love and you do on a daily basis.
Your virtual MC as we embrace innovation at a glance with Mina iTech in all my pixel glory. Quite innovative, right? Today, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to introduce to you a company that thrives on innovation, Mina iTech. For over 2 decades, Mina iTech has been a trailblazer in the Middle East, and
the fortune of funding and capital still favors traditional financing. However, this fortune doesn't extend its favor in the pipeline in the sector. There's currently 5% of women in Africa in charge of managing funds, and in response to this, the Standard Bank Group has partnered with the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa and several other partners to establish a platform to accelerate the growth of women-owned and operated investment funds and companies across Africa. I think this is an excellent opportunity to discuss the transformation that needs to happen in the sector due to the meritocracy that occurs. But with this 10-year plan and this raising of a $1 billion fund to address the problem, and perhaps take us through the stages of the phases of this incubation and the investment that the fund will address with the selected participants and the deployment of the funds.
Thank you, Vuyo, and thank
you for the commitment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What is clear is that financial well-being is not a luxury. And of course, this human-centeredness brings much more healthy profit as well, so that we can make these data-driven decisions which are going to impact the well-being of our employees and employers in the pleasure it has been to have been your host. My name is Vuyolwethu Dubese. Goodbye and take care.
It has been a successful day. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to another time together.
Ladies and gents, this has been a live broadcast of the 2020 Tebe Foundation and UJ Market Access Business Summit. And it has been an absolute pleasure to be your program director. Goodbye and God bless.
That's everything.
Yay!
Nice. Yeah. You happy?
I'm happy.